Welcome to this edition of Meet the Mustangs. Joining us again for a repeat performance, Coach Campos from men's and women's cross country. Coach, welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Well, we were both in Las Vegas, New Mexico last weekend.
Yeah, it was great weather. Fierce competition. The best that our conference could offer, and it was fierce. Yeah.
Well, let's start with the men. How did the men turn out?
Not as expected. I mean, either gender, it wasn't what we were expecting. But we had some mishaps with health issues.
Okay.
That our number 2 was down, and he still hasn't been cleared. So that definitely hurt us. I mean, we were 2 points from getting our next competitor. So that easily puts us above that. Our number 2 at that time just ran half the race with the side stitch, and that was guts of him
Right.
doing that, and you could see him just suffering because he's just hunched over half of the race and just falling back. So those are indicators that we know that they're within that reach. Is just hopefully now he lost a lot of
Right.
places and a lot of times because of that.
So what does the off season hold for cross country?
We got a lot of work to do. We got a young squad, so
Right.
that's always on the plus side because we have 4 years to work with them. Matt Snee is the only upperclassman, but technically he could still have one more year of eligibility left, depending on what he wants to do, if he wants to finish up. So it's just I've kind of talked to him and told him, hey, you're still eligible. So
Right.
he's planning. It's just how his major turns out. But just a lot of work. I mean, we got a lot of work to do. But all of them are willing to put the work and sacrifice to progress. So that's promising.
We'll definitely have a couple of people that at the number 1 spot on both sides that can lead the way with Timo and Flor.
Yes, and Flor is an individual that we could build around. She'll have another year for us, and just all depends on the recruiting for this year, for the next coming year, and she could actually redshirt because she's progressed in that, and that could it's just in the play of what I could bring in for the next coming year. So how that goes about, then she could still squeeze out some more. So yeah. But they're both doing a great job. I mean, so it's promising.
Well, definitely Adam State wins again, and I can't figure out how they train in the cold, so maybe we need to find really cold weather.
Yeah, I put a treadmill in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
On the men's side, they didn't look as dominating toward the end. I mean, they started breaking up, but that's part of competition. Everyone just can't wake up that day, that morning, and be in the top. So what's beneficial for them is they got 6, 7, and 8 they could bring up if 4, 5 or number 1 has a bad day. And on the men's side, we didn't have the 6, 7, or 8. So everyone, I'm sure if one of them, number 6, would have picked up number 5 because he was suffering as well, but we didn't have that number 6. So the numbers are very important. On the women's side, Adam State was ranked, and that's just the RMAC. Those 2 schools could just battle it out, and probably every week it could change just because how competitive they are. So it was surprising. It was surprising, and next week or at the regional meet, it could switch, and at the national meet it could switch again. So.
Well, it's definitely a great conference in which to run. You've got the program headed in the right direction. We wish you the best of luck in the future, and we know you're going to be competing with the Adam State of the world.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the support that the community offers us, and as we're running and seeing, it's good to hear that. Hey, there goes the ones that are always running.
Yeah, there go the kids. Well, thanks for joining us on this edition of Meet the Mustangs.
Thank you very much, Mike.